Hi, I'm Al, the spiritual atheist. I'm 72 years old. In 1998, I was told that I wouldn't live to see the new century. It's 2013 now, so I got, 15 years that I wasn't supposed to have. And I got some more news that has made me think more and more about coming to the end of my existence here. Of course, being 72, it's obvious that there are a lot less days in front of me than there are behind me. And even though I find it kind of hard to imagine my own non-existence, it still logically strikes me as a very real possibility. Either the world ends or I do. So I thought I would maybe make a few videos covering more or less not what I've learned, but things that have interested me over the years. And the first thing is, some of the ground rules that I have noticed. The first is that everything that has a beginning has an end, and that means me too. And by end, I mean end. Finished. Also, the universe itself appears to be a gigantic recycling machine. This gives me some type of good feeling. I think that there's a very real possibility that this is all that happens, is recycling. But when we recycle something, it's not the same thing that it was before. So we're not going down a reincarnation road here. But nonetheless, a life thing probably continues, though it's not mine. I think of something like clouds, that when the conditions are right, the cloud appears and it appears to have an identity, and then it dissipates and goes away. But then again, the moisture and everything will come together again and make another cloud, but it won't be the same cloud. And I'm kind of okay with that. In fact, I'm really not too concerned of what happens after I die at all. Though I find that I am very concerned with how I die. Over the years, I have talked a good game, and now I'm coming face to face with the fact that I probably am going to be in a put up or shut up situation. That either I die badly or well. And that is really more important to me than what happens after, because I have nothing to do with what happens after. Whatever happens after happens, and it's probably a lot like what happened before me. I mean, it's not consequential, but how I die is, to me, that's a matter of pride or what have you, whatever. But it is something that is important, and that's probably another reason that I'm making these videos. Now, as an atheist, I certainly don't believe in any deities. I also don't believe in any universal self. I will take it even a step further. The disembodied, universal, we're all one, all that sort of stuff. I see no evidence of it. And I mean, no evidence that comes even close to being convincing. And in fact, evidence of the opposite, which I have found in various studies of various religions and their followers over the years, because the subject has interested me. Spiritual, then, where does the spiritual come if I'm really an atheist? Well, the spiritual comes that there is something unique in the present. And that is where I find spirituality, in the here and now, and seeing the situation in front of me as clearly and as precisely as possible. this is really, really, I believe, spiritual. There's an old Zen saying that in the beginning, mountains are mountains and streams are streams, and then as you walk along the path, mountains are no longer mountains and streams are no longer just streams. And at the end of the path, mountains are again mountains and streams are just streams. And my thoughts on this are that we start off in an ordinary reality. And then as we tread a bit further down the path, so to speak, that ordinariness becomes special. It's extraordinarily ordinary, if you want. The Tibetan Buddhists refer to this stage as the vision of luminosity, because actually visually one perceives the world differently, so they say. And then after some more time, the specialness, the extraordinariness of the ordinariness drops away. And there might be something like an enlightenment or whatever. It's at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. This is my very first one. I'm going to shut it down and play it back, and maybe you'll see this and maybe you won't.